This video will cover some of the main controls for operators on new Maple Bluff Engine 1, as well as how to engage the pump. Let's have a look at some of the controls. This is the main battery disconnect switch in the off position, and now in the on position. The vehicle ignition and engine start switches. The brake and accelerator. The electronic transmission control. The steering wheel telescoping and tilt function lever. The driver's seat can be adjusted in a variety of ways, including extending the headrest, lowering the seat by pushing down on the air ride switch, or raising the seat pushing up on the air ride switch. The seat may also be adjusted forward and backwards using the yellow lever underneath the driver's seat. There are emergency warning devices such as the air horn and mechanical siren switches located on the floor of the driver's side. The headlight switch, the high idle switch, and your engine brake are located on the lower dash, as well as mirror controls and the windshield wiper on the right side of the dash. Engaging the pump on Maple Bluff Engine 1 is a relatively easy process. Here's a walkthrough video demonstrating how to engage the pump. Once the operator has placed the wheel chocks under the rear tire, they may return to the cab. By turning on the main battery disconnect switch, the ignition can then be turned on by pressing the ignition switch. Once the ignition switch is turned on, please allow all of the gauges to cycle all the way up and back to their normal resting position. The operator may then place their foot on the brake, push and hold the engine start button, and the engine will turn on. The operator should take note of the normal resting position of all of the gauges on the dash. This will allow the operator to know if anything in the motor is running abnormally. With the parking brake set and the engine's transmission in neutral, we are now ready to engage the pump. With the operator's foot on the brake, simply press and hold the water pump button on the dash. The pump is now engaged. When the operator arrives at the pump panel, they need to ensure the green throttle ready light is on and the white pump engaged light is illuminated. If both lights are on, the operator can select their pump control mode. It can either be pump in pressure or RPM control mode. Most of the time, we will be using the pressure control feature. The operator can now recirculate water by opening the tank to pump valve and the recirculate valve. This will ensure water is going from the tank into the pump and the pump back into the tank as to not overheat the pump. The operator can then use the electronic control knob to increase the throttle By turning clockwise, it will increase the RPMs of the motor, and if you turn counterclockwise, it will decrease the RPMs of the motor. For this demonstration, we will increase the RPMs. Increasing the RPMs in the motor also increases the pump discharge pressure as indicated on the master discharge pressure gauge. When the operator is finished pumping, they can locate the red idle button located on the throttle, press it, and the RPMs will drop back down to idle. Once at idle, the operator can then close the recirculate valve and the tank to pump valve. The operator may then return to the cab to disengage the pump. With the operator sitting in the driver's seat and their foot on the brake, they simply need to push the bottom of the water pump button until the green light is no longer illuminated. The pump is no longer engaged, and the truck may be turned off by pushing the red portion of the ignition switch. Thank you for watching the operator's overview of Maple Bluff Engine 1.